Welcome to a new update. This will be a short video, but I think it's all pretty interesting, and I want to know the viewers of what they think about my engine stand. Because just I showed you, I have mounted the engine stand on the position where the engine normally is mounted in the engine block, as you can see here. Why I did that? Because this engine is, I thought, about 295 or just over 300 kilos. And I think it's always weird people mount an engine stand on the back side of the bellhouse where the bellhousing is coming on. Because this is all aluminium, and the complete lump is about, I think, easy 80-90 centimeters of engine is hanging on here. I think that's pretty weird, because this piece is made to hang over an engine. So how did I come on this idea? I saw a video on the internet about overhauling of an M120 V12, and I saw some pictures of what Ferrari is using in the factories to overhaul these engines. And I thought it was a pretty neat idea. I saw another guy who was overhauling his own Ferrari engine using this type of engine stand. And I think it's pretty easy to work on, and you don't have to stress on the backside of the engine. So yeah, I hope you can give me your opinion about it. I think it's a nice discussion. So, people who are new to the channel, this is my M120 V12 engine that is in the 190 from 1984. So where I'm at now, I removed, for all the people who are watching this for a few episodes already. So as you can see, engine bay is empty, everything is out. So it looks pretty big. It was pretty easy to take out because I already filmed it a few times, so I thought it was not necessary to film it again. But it took me about 3 hours to get everything out. Axles, everything is out. The steering box needs to be removed, otherwise you cannot remove the engine, so it's a pretty big job. So I think what I'm now going to do is I can now show you what I'm going to do to the engine. I will remove the intakes because I want to remove the valve covers. You cannot do that because this is, you can see, I think it's here. You can really see that it's sweating, and they already did is they used silicone to close these gaskets. So what does it mean? They did not renew the gaskets when they opened it. So that's what I'm going to do. Renew the gaskets here. And also, what also always is a problem, also with the M104s, M103, I don't know for sure, but you can see it's all pretty greasy here. Also on this side. So this gasket has a T connection, and it comes out on this piece. So what is happening over there, sorry about that, is you can see here is the gasket, and there is a connection. I don't know if you can see that, but from factory you need to put a little bit of sealant in there, and if these cars are not driven and stand for the complete winter and that sort of stuff, it will harden out and you get a leak. So that's the most common problem. So you never have a leak on the seal behind the pulley or that sort of stuff. Most of the times it's always this gasket. Also on the 6 cylinders they're also leaking, or here behind this one. So what I'm going to do, I remove everything from the front. Everywhere I put new gaskets in. Also in here is a gasket over the chain. I also can check the chain stretch if there is any, because this engine has run 100,000 miles or 60,000 kilometers. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, what another problem is this. This is the breather pipe. So I get a light. It's a very shitty place to have it, but what always happens with these, have a look. Have a look at the lights. So if you look in the V, you can see in the back there's a pipe connection. That's a breather pipe from the engine, and there's also a lot of stuff laying in here. Also you can see 4 knock sensors. 2 on the right side are melted completely. So I will remove all 4 of them. There will be put back 2 on each bank 1, and Also the breather pipe, there is a modification for it, but I will show you that later. So that's what also is going to be done. And also this pipe is normally made with a plastic connection here. That will then aluminium with some, it's a modified piece. So normally it comes out of here, and then there will be pipe connection that was normally to the throttle bodies like this. So this pipe is then connected like this into the breather pipe, and then normally it comes underneath the throttle bodies. But I have to make a connection. I will make a connection in here on the side. That's just like it is original, just before the butterfly, and the other side comes over here. So I have ordered some pieces. I'll have a look where it is. Here. Messing pieces. I will drill a hole, tap it, and then it's just like original. Then the breather will get some vacuum on it, just like factory. So that's also a thing that I need to do. And then on the top car. So it looks like a small job, and I think it can be done in a day or something. But first what I'm going to do is remove all the parts. Then I can have a look what I will need, because also the connections to the, I removed 3 of the 4 exhaust manifolds. So this one I thought, should I take it off? I said, why? Because I did not remove 1 bolt. So, and there are no signs of leakages or anything else. So I just leave this one on. I have to get the other ones, new copper copper connections, and then that will be it. So also what needs to be done is, this is a bracket I made to get the steering pump on, because this is a steering pump from 190. So I will have that one placed, and I have to get the right belt for it, and then everything can be connected. So normally what has happened is that normally there's a tank over here. You got a tandem steering pump. That's this one. This is the original pump. So this was normally there. So this pulley is from this pump, and normally this small reservoir is in here. This one is normally in this position, so I don't have that anymore, because normally also the air conditioning pump was on this side here underneath. So this one is placed just in the middle of the 2 pulleys. Now here is a pulley, there's another pulley, and here is a pulley that's for the air pump. That's over here. So this is the air conditioning pump. This is the air pump. So what does this pump do is that when the car is started up, it pumps air in the exhaust. I thought it was through a connection over here, something in here. So I also have to close this one up, and then it tries to get a good ladder reading before after the cat converter, so you don't get a light. So normally in all the S600s, if you have this pump failing, then you start up the car, you get a light on the dash from emissions, and then when the car is warm, it's going off again. So it's just, I think it's the most stupid thing they ever did for emissions on a car, because they just fuck the system and think that's right to get right emissions. So it's just a very stupid system. So the pump is just there for nothing, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you like my engine stand. Please comment on it. I think it's a pretty good idea. I think I'm not going to use any other thing, because the only thing I did, I bought 2 cheap engine stands. I think one engine stand is about 120 euros or something, and you can hang a 4-cylinder on it. But if you put I tried to have an M104 engine on it, and it just bends down because it's pretty heavy. So if I had another engine, I will make the same connection like this, because I think it's just perfect. The only thing I did, I ordered a pipe, and I have a plate here. I welded on the right angle and on 2 sides, and I think it's just perfect. And this is also the perfect height. I can just work on it standing up. It's just like the same if the engine is on the back side, but I think it's just, it does not give me a good feeling when I got the complete engine hanging on the back plate. So let me know what you think. So next video will be dismantling of the engine, or the top half of the gasket. We can see the valve train, that sort of stuff. So I think it's a pretty good side. So thanks for watching, If you have any questions or comments, leave them below or send me an email or anything else. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the page. You can also see the other videos here on my website jamesspeedshop.com. So, bye bye.